Nobody can hear us.
Nobody can hear us.
Good morning
Good
again.
morning again. My phone is just a little bit in the way of that. But anyway, good morning from CME Traveling. I already said that once, and I'm Curt. That's Marsha. And thank you very much, Antoinette, for being here.
Thank you, Antoinette.
We really do thank you.
The first in our chat this morning.
Yes, she is. And we don't know much about what's going on. We haven't seen anything for like today's shows or premieres or anything like that today.
We do have a couple of things to announce about some things going on. So I didn't see Paul Vines have anything up, and I don't think he normally puts anything up on Saturdays until later.
Yeah.
And so we will be on Griswold Family Vacay tonight.
Yes.
At 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And I put a link in there for that, and also put a link in there for Moonlight Adventures. They're going to come on tomorrow night at 8:00.
All right. So there's the Moonlight. They're both in. The links are in there. But let's go back up here to this Griswold. Let me tell you something. On this right here, we have someone, and I have a guest again. Can you believe I've did this twice in 1 week? Had a guest. So guest ready, and yep. Let me see. Make sure I do this right.
Make sure you don't unmute their.
Oh, okay. I think they can do their. Okay.
Sorry, we were posting a link on our Facebook page. This live.
Thank you for doing that.
But what I want to say is, Greg will be singing tonight.
Yes.
Tune in on Danny's Griswold Family Vacation Party.
We got that. Y'all got this all wrong. Danny asked me to sing for donations, and I think after probably the first song, it's going to flip, and it's going to be pay me to not sing. So then I'll just stay at the keyboard, and I'll threaten, if y'all don't pay, I'm going to continue.
I'm going to keep singing.
That's right. That's how it's going to work. Hey, before we get too deep in here, I do want to, let me throw this up, because this needs to,
go right ahead.
Put this up here. Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
You want to see?
I need to have that on.
Curt Marsha's besties. Take that, Josh and Tess.
Now, what do I do to make?
Stop doing that.
I'm trying to just make Greg's big.
I don't know how
to do what, Curt? I don't know that you.
There it is.
So we just need to have that on the screen the whole time.
All right. Thank you. Yes, I was trying to make them full screen. I did not choose the best words for that. Yep.
Thank y'all for being here, Greg. I know you have had a full week, and we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Yeah, when he popped it on, and Marsha said, "Are they joining us?" I said, "Like," and then for an instant, I was like, "Who's joining us?"
That is so mean.
I was like, he said, "Don't you remember?" I said, "Oh gosh, you're right." I was like, well, she was sitting here. We were looking for things to add to, to talk about or to, tell about today. And stuff like that. But,
I want to say a big hello to Antoinette at Fun this morning. She was the first one in our chat this morning, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, she wrote out some good stuff here. Give thumbs up. We got some hearts in here.
Oh, I love the hearts.
And
I love Antoinette.
Stephen Hayes says, "Good morning, guys."
Hey, Stephen.
Hello. We got our family's Christmas at the house this evening, so we up and getting things ready.
And set up.
Stephen, I want a big picture of you and Donna in front of the Christmas tree. That's what I want. Send me. I want to see y'all's big smiling faces.
Send that out there. Heck yeah. And we got Law Jones.
Good morning, Law.
20. Oh gosh,
27. Oh my gosh.
We're up to 38. We were at 35 when I first woke up.
Let me tell you what Marsha did yesterday.
What did Marsha
do? During our live yesterday, I always turn the temperature down because we get hot just like you guys do. And I left it there all day. So about middle of the night last night, Kurt's like, I am freezing. It was
69 in the house.
Which was perfect for me. I thought it was great.
Just good snuggle weather.
That was cold last night. I'm in a pair of shorts and just a pair of socks and a t-shirt, and I kept thinking, wow, that heat ain't running enough, or it's that cold outside. And I went and looked at the temperature first outside, and I went, why is it still so cold in here? So there's also an indoor temperature right there too, and I looked at it and it said 69. I walked in there in the hallway to, for the thermometer or the thermostat. I said, I'm going to whip that girl's out in.
She was just wanting to snuggle, Kurt.
Oh yeah. No, that girl came home and went to bed, y'all. First slept on the couch, and then she went straight to bed.
Uh-huh.
Bone tired travels. Thank you there. Very good morning. Good morning there.
It's
And
41 here, but I'm telling you what, next Friday is like they're predicting, and if it's going to be this cold here, it's got to be frigid where y'all are. But they're predicting 38 for a high here next Friday.
Ooh.
I saw a while ago, Danny D. Good morning, the super supporter. I saw a while ago on Tom Oakes on his Facebook. He put up some temperatures. Did you see those? Have you seen them?
Yeah. There was one day it was like 9.
I saw that was stuck out a single digit. Now that's not. Good
Good
morning, Mom.
Morning,
I love
Mama.
you. Hope you're doing good. Hope they're doing real good this morning. And Law Jones, he's saying hi to my mama. Looky there. Look at that. Oh, the Moonlight Adventures. How are y'all doing? Look above Greg's head.
He's already seen it. Because if you get down in the chat a little
I'm sorry. It's a little bit. Can't wait to hear Greg say.
Antoinette says she can't wait to hear you sing.
Yes, and let's see. Oh, Greg's even look at that throwing stuff out. Oh, here is your frenemy. Yeah. What does he say?
Captain Billy J, good morning.
Read it there for us.
Ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Marsha, Felicia, Heat Miser, Kurt, and Cold Misery Frenemy, Greg. The captain.
Can't wait for my songs tonight.
He acknowledged you.
Yeah.
He did. And look at that. Cruising is fun anytime.
Good morning, Cheryl.
And let me see.
Hope you get to feeling better, Cheryl.
I didn't know she was feeling under the weather. I hate to hear that. Oh, I see. Trying to feel better. I see it there. I hit on them again. Greg, how'd you think doing it by yourself yesterday went?
I think you had fun.
As long as I'll be honest with you, Kurt. Doing it without guests by yourself, I wouldn't do it. I would cancel. So
really,
you're a trooper doing it by yourself like that. I mean, I jump on Facebook and do it by myself sometimes. I don't even like that, but having all the guests on, that was fun.
I enjoyed what I was watching of it. Love the recipes, man. You shared out a major recipe. I'm going to acknowledge a couple more people, and I want you to tell the story again, if you would, of that family, that family recipe. That was really interesting. I thought it was great that you shared that. Yeah.
Cruising is fun anytime. They mentioned that they're going to have a guest at 2:00 on Sunday, and that would be Embarkation Nation.
Good morning, Bruce. Cindy.
Good morning, Bruce and Cindy.
All right. Moonlight. I'm just looking for some folks I hadn't got to. 49. That's cold down there. That's got to be like freezing down there.
Yeah.
Those folks are freezing. Look here. Hey.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Good morning,
Thanks for
Mike.
joining in. And I am at the bottom of the.
That's amazing. We got to the bottom of the chat in like 2 minutes this morning. Normally, it takes us forever to get to the bottom of
there
the
you
chat.
go, Greg. Antoinette.
Yes. Antoinette, I don't see how you guys that do it. You and my frenemy used to do it by himself. I don't know how y'all do it by yourself.
I did it once, and I was like, I thought this is going to be a piece of cake. I could just click a bunch of buttons, and it's not that easy. So
it just feels awkward. It's natural when she and I are together, so it's just fun and it rolls, but awkward by yourself. You're like, these people don't want to watch this.
I call it, and I get where you used to do radio and stuff. I had those moments when, especially by myself, I get those dead moments, like it's not just dead air, but it's just a dead moment of nothing, especially if I'm looking on here and looking to, speak to anybody. JNS, that's Jeremy. Hello.
Good morning, Jeremy.
All right, guys. I'm going to stop it right there. Greg, tell us about your recipe stuff. I enjoyed
so the recipe, let's see. Do I have it here? Yeah, I can even share it. Watch this, Kurt.
Okay. You put it up and I'll make it.
I am going to.
Yeah.
So
did I do that right?
Yep, that's it. So this is our hot wing recipe. We always make these for Christmas, and so when I was a kid, we always gathered at my grandmother's house for Christmas Eve, and my grandmother's sister, we called her Aunt Betty. She made these wings for Christmas, and when she passed away, everybody still wanted them, and so I got the recipe from her. she had the recipe, but I've never found it online. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but this was the recipe, and so I still make them every year for Christmas Eve, and our family goes nuts over them. Now, here's the thing about it: these are hot. When I say they're hot,
Very hot.
these are very hot. And the funny thing about it is, every year my family complains about how hot they are. But about this time, and you go to our Facebook page, you'll see my family commenting on them. I can't wait for these wings. But I make them, they're like, man, these things are hot. Oh man, they're hot. But
I think they get hotter the next day.
oh yeah, then after they sit in that sauce for the next day.
Yeah.
But these things are phenomenal. I won a wing cook-off one time with them, so they're award winning. Now keep in mind there was only one other entry, but I did win the contest. But no, they're phenomenal. Just you fry them and you bake them, and so it's a two-step process. They're not breaded, and just the sauce. I think the mixture of the Italian seasoning, a little bit of lemon juice, and the Louisiana hot sauce makes them just phenomenal.
During your show, I took a screenshot. When we were doing it live last night, I was like, I got them. So I got both recipes. I knew about the second one that y'all
the cornflake candy. Yeah. We tried to make some after the show last night. After Riley got home from work, and it tanked. We didn't have all the ingredients we needed for the cornflake candy. So
someone who is not in this house put the peanut butter in the fridge.
Yeah, it kind of cooled off the sugar too quick, and so it was a catastrophe.
Oh, okay. All right. I did not know that. I'm going to holler at a couple more folks here. And let me see. I know it was after it. Okay, Ocean to Ocean. Okay, got them. What's he saying about John Bourbon? John Bourbon ran through the chat like a machine gun last night.
John Bourbon was phenomenal last night. Yeah, he was on point last night.
Mark Shark's in here. Hello, beautiful people.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, and let's see. Did we pop in anybody else? Because I have another question for Greg and Felicia. So I know you got, of course, you jumped over to the dark side, went with MSC as a trip, as a cruise, and you're trying it, and I love it.
Yeah, we've got three booked with MSC.
Yeah, we got
because we're just easing into it.
Through now and 24, except for your first one coming up, the next two we're together. We're together on those.
We should be together on this next one, but I don't know why. I mean, it's only 2 days, so
it's only I tell you that we did that, and I told her, I was like, I don't know, but then again, I sat and flirt with them, looking at them in 24 and 25. I was looking at a few of those other ships just to get on those ships, and
this 2 day is not really a vacation trip. It's just an experimental trip.
It's information finding.
To gather, yes, for her. So, because like I said, she's booked a bunch of people on MSC, and they're asking questions, and we don't know because we've never been. So it was like we can jump on for 2 days, and
I have right there, pin it too. That's okay. I can pin it. Anyway, I don't know if anybody in here don't know, but that's Greg and Felicia's YouTube. Make sure you're over there, and there's lots of other things in that to watch. He has a lot of stuff. Go back, start at the beginning, watch it all the way through, because watching y'all grow, that y'all a couple others, that we could talk to, and like Lori, Journey with the Gingers and different ones. That's what, and Antoinette at Fun, that's what got us more and more wanting to do the live. Plain and simple. It wasn't the big dogs. We had watched the big dogs do it, but y'all are the ones who really got us.
Well, thank
you. Did. You talk to me.
Say that to all the girls.
I don't want to hear it. I've heard you say the same thing. Let me tell you what he said last night. Well, we'll get into last night.
Yeah, we need to talk about last night, because apparently some things happened last night that I didn't know about.
Let me first off go to your question. This is Marsha's question, by the way, guys. Go ahead and read your question.
When was gingerbread houses invented? And they put the centuries. So 15th century, 16th century, 17th century, and 14th century. They were all done in Germany. And they were brought to popularity by the story from Brothers Grimm, Hansel and Gretel. But that's when they were invented.
Yeah, that's Marsha's question, y'all. I'm just saying it that way. I was like, really? Okay.
Hey,
We
I
went
came
with
up with it 2 minutes before you guys popped into the link. So
it. He really did. She really,
It's a
really did.
phenomenal question, Marsha. I don't know what Kurt's problem is. It's phenomenal.
It was good. Yeah. Last night, so they had a live, of course, on Fridays at 7 p.m. SCT Adventures, and also you can go to Felicia for SC Surf City Travels. You
Travel.
pay TA
Mhm.
Travel,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
It's just travel,
Mhm.
not yes.
You can call it whatever you want, Kurt. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
one.
you got the card.
Mhm. We talked about it yesterday in part 1, 2, or 3 of our.
That's the totally thing. Hey, you know what though? I really was happy on how we handled that, Greg.
You would have been proud of us.
We did. We responded and done really quick. I was not fretting at all. We just switched over. I knew I could end up going in on the phone and doing the YouTube that way.
I don't know what happened. You do have to tell because
No, man.
I had a very busy
Oh,
day at
okay.
work yesterday, so I missed it.
Like talking right now,
Everything just went
the
black.
electricity in the whole house went off.
Oh, yeah.
And then it came
Okay.
back on, but the internet disappeared.
Yeah, we never got back internet, so I don't know what they got into or where or whatever, but that I can see the little blinky lights, whatever it is, whatever that box called, and
Okay, that makes sense of what Kara was saying to me yesterday, that you were no longer her friend because she said hey and then you never said anything.
Well, tell her that's because we weren't there.
well, last night didn't she say we were friends again?
Yeah, y'all got
y'all
friends
made up
again.
again last night.
Okay,
Well,
and
tell her the reason that we didn't say
and-
anything. Apparently, there was a really good chat going on that we didn't even get to see because it
still
was a
haven't
black
seen it.
screen. So,
I still have not seen that.
is that my favorite? Is that Riley that you're looking
It
at?
is. She woke up. You want to
Good
say
morning,
hey?
Riley.
Morning.
She says, "Good morning."
Good morning,
They're
Riley.
saying good morning to you, Riley.
She
Yeah.
sees that she's behind you.
She can't hear. They got.
Oh,
So she was invited to go deer hunting this morning with her boyfriend, but she
Uh-huh.
used us as an excuse to get out of it, so she could
Riley.
sleep. You honestly think he's watching this, Riley? Do you
Riley.
think he's watching Curt and Marsha's live stream, and you're gonna get in trouble from that?
Oh.
Y'all don't tell Liam if you see him,
we
all right,
won't.
people?
If I see him, I won't mention
I-
that you're on here.
Riley. Now Riley knows how to hunt because I know she does. She's like, well, I still have perfume on from last night or something like that.
Hey,
That'd
Billy.
been a good one too. Good excuse.
Yeah, that would have been.
Billy J asked a question. He asked about Felicia's work party.
How was your work party, honey?
It was good.
None of your people are on here either, so you're safe.
I don't know if
Good.
I believe that smile face. I'm not sure.
It's just
I wish
long.
mine was more of a party and less of a work.
now- How many did you have at your work party?
200 and something.
Mhm.
We had 425.
And hers wasn't at a swanky, country club. Hers was at a fairgrounds.
That's so it'll accommodate all of us.
I'd say, well, this was the most ever there,
Mhm.
and
Since
I've been
we've been
going
there.
for 4 years, and I've never seen that much. And they ran out of plates so fast.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Curt told you or not, but we had some exciting things going on.
I didn't tell nothing, did I?
I don't believe you. When we first got there, so we got there a little early so we could take some pictures, and the place had caught on fire right before we got there. And
Oh my gosh.
one of the tablecloths, they put the little candles around the decorations, and something must have caught fire. And one of the people working there took this big pitcher of water and just tossed it on the table, busted the pitcher, but did put out the fire, and they had to clean all that up before everybody got there.
Probably within 15 minutes of the starting time
Mhm.
of when folks were really going to start showing up. It was
Yeah.
about 6:45.
Mhm.
We went in. We went in. Water and glass was everywhere on this floor,
Mhm.
and well, I'll tell on myself. You know the big window I showed everything in? It happened just on the other side of that tree where their dance floor was. That's
Oh,
where,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, Curt took us on a walkthrough.
If y'all haven't, if anybody's in the chat and didn't watch our live, I'm not trying to plug our live stream. Just go
Mhm.
watch the section where Curt. Well, you can talk about it, Curt, but
No. Well, I mean, I'll talk about it with you. I thought I did okay.
What
You
you did?
did.
your face after you talked to that.
I couldn't hold the phone up here going, showing everything. And I heard just near the end, Greg went, why's he got us in his pocket or on the jacket? It's just, I was trying to fit through people and I had to hold it against me to scoot through.
So
And
they were at my party last night too.
yeah, for about how long were y'all there? About
10 or 15 minutes. It was a good little while. But the look on your face, if I could go, hold on. I don't know that I can do this.
oh
Yeah.
you talking about after I asked that
Yeah,
gentleman?
the look on your face after you
Wasn't he sweet?
after you yeah, he was and he had an accent. I don't know where he was from, but he
Uh,
was
that bunch. I don't know if they're Jewish from Israel or where. I'm not sure.
Make sure that Raleigh knows that Billy J said hi to her. Mhm.
Billy J said hi, right? She just left. I don't know where she went to. She probably went back to bed.
No, she's got to get ready to go
Oh, she's got to go
make
to the
gingerbread
boyfriend's.
houses.
She's got to go to the boyfriend's Christmas today.
We got a trivia question she could ask him.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell her something that she could say. Hey, here's some useful information. So 10,000
Aw.
people at a work campus. My gosh, that's a lot of people to network.
Mm-hmm.
Now, well, Marsha, I don't know if y'all heard a while ago. Like she said, hers though, she has to basically work.
Mm-hmm.
Also, work. I think none of them on here. She has to smooze a
They
lot of
might
people.
watch it.
And she told me, she said, that don't sound right. You saying smooth. I said, I'm not saying smooch. Smooth.
Sounded like it was a different kind of, like a Billy J kind of party, not a regular party.
I was like, nothing about smoozing and smooching sounds the
Uh-huh.
same in my head.
Good morning, Cruise Nuts. Thanks for being here this
Look
morning.
at that.
Hold on, I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to put it up there because I got to share this with them. Just
Meg's drinking. That look on Kurt's face.
y'all just keep talking about yourself while I fix
She hadn't
this.
seen nothing.
Uh-uh.
Well, okay. So anyway, so you were doing your show and you was going through the recipes, and so as you're talking and everything, you came to me and we talked about. I said my mom makes some great pinwheel candy,
Oh,
peanut butter
yes, she
pinwheel
does.
candy.
Mhm.
Anyway, so I think it was you, Greg, said, "Hey, you said Did you say go ask somebody a question?" And I said, "We'll make it Christmas related." So I walked through and I showed y'all a little bit of everything, and there was everybody in line. It was food time. I said, I'm not going to be on here long. I said, because there's food. I had to stand in line for felt like an hour. It really did after I talked to y'all. But anyway, I go through the crowd, show them a little bit of stuff, people, about from their necks down, basically. But anyway, I was looking for a guy. What was I asking? Oh, his favorite part. What's his favorite part of Christmas? Is that what I asked?
What's the part?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Favorite
And,
thing about Christmas or something.
And
Oh,
this was your look right after you got through talking to him.
I couldn't believe he answered me just like, hey, and I was like, and I introduced y'all. Everybody waved to him, and so that's moments. That's earlier before I ran into you. That's like a good little bit. After that, I went outside on the front side or whatever, and then I go back in. You can take that back off there.
No, I love that picture.
I like that too.
That was Kurt, and then Kurt went around the corner and he turned red as a beet.
I did because I'm not scared to do anything. It's just he was just so good that little guy was.
So here's a thought on Booze Cruise.
Uh-huh.
Should we do a dare game with Kurt
I'm scared.
and send him around the
I'm
ship?
scared some of that stuff's gonna get out of hand if we.
Well, you got to find.
Within reason.
I was getting ready to say I don't mind. I like if you want to call it what'd you call it? That somebody called it talking on the street or street talking guy or something like that.
The middle of the beat.
That's it.
I don't mind. I was looking for the right person
I've already done
to
that.
ask. So I think it was Blaine that came up with. I think it was Blaine. Somebody said go ask them about upside down pineapple if they know what that means.
Got to be careful because there are a couple of people probably in that group that do.
She told me that later on. It had nothing to do with the show or your show. And she said, you see that couple right there? You know how they get them whispers? She said, well, let me tell you what I heard. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have a great time, and I actually had to get up and last year we just stood there and our boss introduced all of us, each one of us. And this year she didn't tell us what we were drawing for. She just said draw a name out of the hat, and we did. And then she said now you have to tell something about that person. Some of these people don't know each other that well. They don't work with each other that much. And then others, there are always people that get along better with others than each other than others, right? So it was very interesting. I got lucky. I got someone that I knew, and I did not realize I was so much of a public speaker as I was.
Right.
Yeah.
I put out a short late last night because I had done this little bit of filming afterwards being on yours. So I just went around and did little clips and stuff like that. And then I put it together. I got a question. It won't let me change the thumbnail for my short. Won't let me on anything I have. And it's a horrible one. But watch that and you'll see Marsha talking. Mm-hmm. You won't hear her because of the music I got playing. But you'll see that little bit where she has to introduce the next person. And I actually have the real video of it and everything. And she winged that and did really good. The way you was introducing her and everything.
Well, when you're in an office place filled with introverts and you're not, it's very helpful. I looked like I was a star, but really it was just that I was the only one that was willing to get up there and yap.
A little liquid courage probably helped too.
So. That did. It does. It always helps me. I end up, especially at our conferences that I go to, I end up talking to every single person in the room, which is not my personality. But when I'm doing that, I'm like, hi, my name's Marsha, blah, blah, blah. And people are looking at me like, where did this lady come from? Because that's not really who I am. So
yeah. You notice that Billy does nothing but say good things. He makes his own frenemies. You know what I mean? Like I never was really a frenemy, but he can, like I said, his blueprint's subject to change.
I think
he could say what he wants, but he loves me. He does.
He does?
He does.
Look here. Is that happening tonight? Why can't you go through the chat
like John Bourbon
on WWV? Mm-hmm. Okay. Call John Bourbon replay. I just want to make sure.
That's the hardest thing to do when you have guests on is to keep up with chat.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to pay attention to guests and when it's just me and her on Friday nights, that we can pretty well try to keep up with the chat. But when you have guests on, that's hard.
I used to try to acknowledge everybody. I had already put that one up there. But and I still try to acknowledge everyone. But I was doing every single comment there when and like when I found out I could put the words up there and all that kind of stuff on here. But I've learned now I got to go through and just hit everybody the highlights because I want to get to the bottom and actually talk. Like right now, it's at minute 29. We've been on 29, 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is breezed by. This was quick.
Mm-hmm.
So back to MSC Meraviglia with y'all. I actually looked to figure out, because you like to hang out at a spot. You do, don't? You get to.
There's a spot you normally hang out at.
And that's I always pictured it. It's in all your vlogs. Y'all get to a spot, and I was looking. I was like, man, I don't know.
We're trying to find the spot.
I know it's going to be near the atrium because they do have and I'll tell you one called the Edge Bar.
That's our favorite hangout.
That's
spot.
You'll see, and there's a little short blonde lady. Make sure you say hi. She will be also with us on MSC Seaside.
Mm-hmm.
She's cool.
She's waited on us both times that we were on Meraviglia.
I want to say I want to say maybe her name's Bianca.
Something like that.
But she works there. She don't work anywhere else in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the Naughty Cruiser has a friend that works at the same bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has a friend there, and that one I liked overall. That was the best. Now the music down on the bottom floor where the piano is and stuff.
That's nice too.
I think Greg will like that too if he gets there early enough.
The pub area is a little different than what the pub area on Carnival is.
Yes. And
they do have one, but I think that the Edge Bar area is more relaxed and it's kind of got comfy chairs.
There's also that bar, and a lot of people walk through that where the dome is. There's a bottom floor, and then you got like a little up from that is where the
Pub bar
is. Now that pub bar it's an Irish pub bar, and it looks just like one. I've seen one. There's another one like it on Royal Caribbean has one looks almost just like it, and
But let us know where you hang out at.
yeah, I
tell
really
us where you end up
interested.
picking as your hangout spot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
can't
talking
wait.
about. Yeah,
Can't
but
wait. That's
of
quick,
anything
it's
that,
fun.
go ahead, Greg.
I said it's gonna be quick, but it's gonna be fun. We can't wait.
Yeah, of anything, and I did hear this. I don't know if Felicia may know this with them and everything. They went totally away from giving you your daily planner papers.
Mm-hmm.
You got to now look at your phone. And I heard MSC explain this why they did this on this ship and not certain others. MSC said they had enough choices for you. You have screens at the end of certain halls. You got your phone. You got your TV screen in your room.
Mm-hmm.
All of that has your what I call the daily log.
Mm-hmm.
So
Schedule.
get that MSC Me
For me. app.
For Me app.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you have that.
We actually had papers on the last cruise we went on, and then we found out after that they stopped doing it.
Around December the 11th or somewhere like that, it stopped.
Mhm.
On Maribel.
I'm diamond with MSC, so I'll be able to report back on some of the
Let me know what that
Yeah, we
means for
really
MSC.
want to know what you get with that, because I told her, I said, I was adding them up between the MSC and the other. We've done so many short ones on the MSC. Our time wise with Carnival's a little higher, so plus I got some more,
Mhm.
coming
Yeah.
with Carnival.
Hey, Mike, we're going January 6th
Mm-hmm.
for just a couple of days. It's a very short cruise, so yeah. We're gonna be there.
Pinto, that's his name.
Pinto.
Ask Pinto to fix you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
went and did that.
definitely will. I will remember the name Pinto.
Don't say
Yeah.
Kurt. You say the Naughty Cruiser,
Say
or
Mike.
you say Mike. Yeah,
From the not.
you drop that name in there.
And you'll get you a good drink.
Yes, yeah, I did.
Antoinette, I'm only diamond because they matched my Hilton status. So that's the cool thing about MSC. They will match you with your status. Like you being platinum with Carnival, they'll match it before you even go on your first cruise.
We are also pre-diamond, Captain Billy, which means
No, we ain't.
we're pre-diamond.
I'm pre-diamond.
You're a diamond in the rough, Kurt.
I'm just cold.
Well, we will make it to gold.
Did you show your shirt off today, by the way?
Let me show you my
Gotta get
shirt.
up a little bit. Here, I
Jingle
can
all the way.
step back.
I like that necklace there. Hello, Millie.
That's what we wore on our pub crawl on MSC.
No, that wasn't all.
I had more.
You'll see tonight a little more of what we had on.
Mhm.
I may
Yeah,
break. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just reading the chat. Antoinette, yeah, they will. And when you get to that point and you get ready to book, Felicia, you ain't got to book through her, but she'll help you do the status match if you need help. She can help you navigate that.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Looky there, Tom. Are you like freezing to death? Because we saw your temps, man.
That's cold.
You can keep them single digits.
Yeah.
I ain't kidding. Oh, my throat all of a sudden.
Well, so that'll be your first MSC experience.
Yes.
Then you have another one in April.
Yes,
And
we will.
that is a big birthday experience as well. Am I correct?
It is. Somebody turns another year older.
I'm going into a new decade.
I think Greg's birthday is 2 days before my mother's. Yours is January, right, Greg?
Yeah, we get off MSC the day of my birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
See, I knew that one too. I was like, they got birthday cruises and
Yeah.
stuff.
So they kicking me off the day of my birthday, which
Like
is really
you're
good.
that much older, got to go.
I seen, of course, I seen the other day when you was on Journey with the Gingers. But I want to know a little bit about this. This Sunshine's coming to Virginia, right? Was that the sun?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Would you cruise it again?
I absolutely would.
Heck
cruise it
yeah.
again. Yeah.
I heard y'all say it's in your top two so far for
That ship is phenomenal. Here's the thing: I love the layout of the ship,
Mhm.
and like we were talking about last night, I wish they would roll that out to more of their conquest class ships. The thing about the Sunshine is it's a little bit smaller than the Conquest class. So whenever we were on the Freedom's Conquest class. So one of the only thing I don't like about the Sunrise is the midship elevators. When you come up to Lido, on the Conquest class ships, you can always go out to Lido. You can turn and go out into the buffet area.
Yeah,
just makes it a little bit easier to get around.
Yeah.
Whereas the Sunshine and the Sunrise, when you go up midship elevators, you can only go out to Lido, and then you have to circle back around Geisberger or around Blue Iguana to get to the buffet area. That's just one of the drawbacks to it. But the way they did the Sunshine is the back of the ship at Lido. So picture normal on the Conquest class ships, the back of Lido, you have the pool area where you have the seafood shack and the pizza area and the pool and all that. That's gone here. It's actually an enclosed area at the back of Lido, and there's a Havana bar area that's just.
And the way that they have it positioned is there's everybody equally spaced out, so you don't have a lot of.
There's tables up against the back window where you can look out the aft of the ship, and then on either side of that you have Cucina del Capitano, and then you have Gigi's Asian Cafe, and it's just that whole back area is phenomenal on the Sunshine.
You'll see on Maravilla, there's 3 restaurants at the aft similar. Now, one of them, for your dinner time, you'll probably get assigned to, according to what kind of dinner, what if you do it where
anytime or set
all
time.
that kind of stuff. That back restaurant we've never ate at when you'll see it on Maravilla, but I'm really getting more interested, not because it's coming to Virginia, because truthfully, Charleston is easier for us to get to than really to go out to Norfolk. It just, I mean,
Moonlight Adventures will probably be on it though, because that's right up the street from them.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to go out of Virginia, just so I can say I went out of a different port. It's from Virginia south that I kind of more interested in, but I hear that there's some good ones going out of Baltimore, and Baltimore ain't that terribly far for us.
I wanted to quickly say good morning to Mr.
Oh,
Leonard.
yeah,
thank you for being here.
Mr. Tanisha? No, that's Bobby.
Bobby
Leonard. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by here.
I appreciate that.
Well, we may have to plan a together trip out of Virginia up there, just because here's the thing: our goal is to cruise out of every port that we reasonably can, just for the experience, so that we can advise anybody that calls and says, "Hey, we want to book here." Well, here's our experience cruising out of there. So it's a long drive. It'd be a long drive up there, but
I know what you have cruised out of. I think. Hello, neighbor.
Good morning,
Catherine. But y'all have. No, I'm trying to think of the cruises, but you've never cruised out of Tampa, right?
No, we hadn't cruised out of town.
Because I know you did Miami, and the only reason I'm seriously asking, I was like, and I'm trying to remember if you'd went out of Tampa, because that's where we're going out of, and I can't find very good information, YouTube or anything. Anybody's saying like, hey, stay here. If you know how you do your videos of you showing us going into the port in New Orleans and stuff, and turning here. There's nothing out there like that, Greg.
I'm not sure what.
Just leave.
No, I was just saying, I've tried for that very reason. I've tried to almost every port come up with a drive into the port. I did one for Miami, did one for New Orleans. Was trying to do one for Charleston.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Was trying, but somebody didn't hit the little round record
I
button.
can't see.
And so, but no, I've tried to do them because you're right. One of the things we go search for if we're driving in is how to get to the port. And I want to see it all the way up to dropping your luggage off and parking the car.
Yep.
I agree with you. I agree. Whether I'm not looking at it to do good for numbers or whatever. I want someone to have that on there for me.
And honestly, it's not about views and all that, because it doesn't. I mean, we've got a bunch of views, but it's not our best videos. But the amount of people that say thank you,
yes,
I appreciate it. I'm driving to the port. This helped me. That's like the New Orleans one. I can't even say the word.
I've watched that one twice so far.
I've had more people on that one say thank you. I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. This helped me out tremendously. You need to learn how to pronounce that word. That's the locals. But yeah, it's been very helpful to a lot of people to see coming off the interstate. Of course, it's from our perspective, and I always point that out. You're
Yeah,
coming from
you're
I-10
right.
east, but you know,
Well, I'll have to run through Mike the Naughty Cruiser travel vlogs, and I'll have to get. They just don't come up in there. When you do the search, I'm just going to have to dig deeper and look for these. But now I know I can go to a few channels and look for everything. I have never done one of those kind. Lock your car doors.
And don't make your wife do it. Man up.
Ooh.
Oh, Billy.
Well, he just really.
He just threw that one, didn't he?
Wow, Billy.
Ouch.
You ain't got nothing for that one.
oh, I got a lot for that. But this is growth. This is personal growth.
Oh my goodness. Have you heard that story yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
I watched that video.
I didn't know if you. Okay, see, she watches a lot separate than me, so. Yeah.
So the Naughty Cruiser says that he is a video coming out for Tampa, and we had already talked to him a little bit off camera about please help us because we're looking for a place to stay. We're looking for how to get there and get on to the terminal. And Curt and I discussed a lot about where we were going to stay before Marsha said, I think we're going to stay here. I think we finally made a decision.
He had told us some things, especially about if we came in early, but he said, he was actually telling us, he said, hey, do one on Tampa of how you get in there and stuff like that. He said, because there's not enough of them out there.
Yeah. I think the only reason we hadn't cruised out of Tampa was mainly because of the ship. The itineraries are awesome out of Tampa because already, especially if you for the Western Caribbean stuff, but it has primarily been the fantasy class ships out of there, and we had already been on the Ecstasy, so we were trying to get on a little bit larger class ship. So
and I hope I ain't holding y'all up, Greg, or anything, but I do have another one. Mobile, what is coming online for Mobile? Because Mobile, I can get to Mobile as fast as I can get to Port Canaveral.
So the Spirit's going to be there. Well, after October. Well, let me back up. October of next year, the Spirit will be there, but it's only there for a little while, and then they're not showing anything after it's going to be there for like a year, and then they're not showing anything. But they have made some improvements to the port of Mobile, which is kind of giving some hope that they're going to do something out there. And as Bruce was talking about last night on our live stream, word is Carnival's fixing. Well, they've already started doing a shakeup of a bunch of their ships.
I heard that part. I was going to ask you some of that too, because I'm not in that world of knowing that part.
We knew a little bit.
Hold on.
I'm hoping they'll move something to Mobile. Mobile's too nice of a port to.
That's what I've thought from what I've seen of stuff. It's like that's pretty nice. It's to me. I really think Carnival needs to do more with their terminals or something. Where they're at or something.
I wonder if it's got something to do with, if you notice, the ones that are struggling are the ones that only have one ship and and have parking for one ship and all that. If New Orleans has two ships going out of it and accommodates two ships for Carnival, and I think Royal cruises out of there. No, Norwegian. One of them, but they have another cruise line that cruises out of New Orleans. But Mobile, Charleston only had the one ship going out of there, so I think the expansion would help tremendously at some of these places.
Tanisha came in this morning and gave us our national days, and it's National Maple Syrup Day, National Wright Brothers Day, and National Wreaths Across America Day. Celebrate, y'all. I actually did Wreaths Across America one time. A friend of mine, her husband had passed away and was buried in the Arlington Cemetery. And that is an amazing thing if you've never done it, to go and be able to put the wreaths on all the graves there. It's very neat to be able to see in person and to go to some of the events, because I went to some of the events with her that they had beforehand. Yeah, it was before we met, but it was really it's humbling experience to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I did hear MSC's talking with Texas, Galveston. I did hear that Galveston is going to be becoming a place to go to.
Yeah, It's 12 and a half, 13-hour drive from here. We've looked at that because we really wanted to get on the Vista or the Breeze.
Yeah.
I would like to get on the Spirit before they take it out of Mobile because everybody talks about the Spirit being a really cool ship. I know that's one of Perry DJ's favorite ships. So
We could be on there with Billy because he only lives an hour away.
We're not worried about that. But is that like a 4-nighters? What is that like going to be like? Because I have a big gap between April and October next year. Just saying.
You're saying that's.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Good morning. Oh, Barry the Brain. Hello.
Said he logged in just in time to hear Greg be told to man up.
Oh my goodness. Now,
and Tanisha said that the Spirit will do 6 and 8 day cruises.
That's
I would love to do a longer cruise.
Yeah. Well, Mobile still just like driving down to Tampa. Tampa's 10 and a half for us, and Port Canaveral's 10 hours drive. Mm-hmm. We have made it when Marsha drives in under 10 hours.
Mm-hmm. And I don't allow for restroom breaks. So Curt will be like, "Hey, I need a nope. Gotta go."
I love that first.
Oh, I'm not riding with you then.
Well, that's why we said for the booze cruise we split up.
I'll stop at the rest stops, and then a little bit later, I gotta go back to the bathroom.
He stops at he stops at every Buc-ee's. There's 3 on the way to get there to the port. And we have to stop at every rest stop if he's driving.
Well, I
just skip a couple.
I like certain ones. Like when you first go into Georgia, I like that one, the very first one. Then I like the first one into Florida, which is near where Antoinette lives. And I really like the first one going into Florida. That one's probably the nicest
rest stop.
Yeah. It's on 95 headed south. Yeah.
And the Naughty Cruises said Tampa is a great port to go out of. Going under the Skyway Bridge is an experience in itself. I cannot wait. I mean, I'm very excited for multiple reasons on that one. So,
Look right here. NCL goes out of. That's right. I knew they went out of New Orleans. Yeah.
I need somebody to scout out Buc-ee's and tell me which one has the most dog toys.
Dog toys.
Yeah, they're always out of the best dog toys when we go.
I thought there was a lot in what's that called? Just below Jacksonville there. The first one in Florida we come to, not Daytona, St. Augustine. There was more doggish toys there than the one in Daytona. Don't know why.
Millie would appreciate the feedback.
Okay. I have never looked at the one in South Carolina, the doggy toys. Don't know. I don't know, but so far we never. That's the first time we'd ever stopped at one during the day. It was St. Augustine. No, we went to St. Augustine this last trip going down, and we stopped there about lunchtime. I didn't know that many people could fit into Buc-ee's. Daggone.
Good morning, Destination Fun from Tampa. I bet you they could tell us a little bit about that Tampa port too.
Yes, they can.
Thanks for being here this morning.
Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, Bobby, I'm like, it's time to get there. Everybody move out of my way. No brakes. Let's just go. And Curt's like, let's stop 24 times before we get there. I'm the one that's got that like this and just go.
Yeah, ask her how she handles going through Jacksonville though. She had to do that once.
It was not fun. I did it though.
Yeah,
Felicia got stuck back in the old days of the GPS that was on the dash, the old GPS units. She got stuck in recalculating in Jacksonville for like.
Oh no!
Recalculating.
It took us to a sewer plant.
I'm like, she should be. I was working in Jacksonville, and her and the girls were coming over to stay for the weekend. And I'm like, she should have been here 2 hours ago.
He said the beach is right. He said, you can go to the beach. It's right down the road.
And
so I put into the GPS, and it took us to a sewer plant.
They finally got to the hotel, and the door flings open, and I don't remember whether it was Kara or Riley walked in, but one of the kids walked in and goes, recalculating.
They still talk about it.
Really? Marsha's phone, I was the worst GPS.
Don't ever go by what my phone tells you. It's going to get
And
you
even
lost.
she's got a new phone, and it's still not
Still
like,
does it.
And I'm like, what kind of settings do you touch on a what do you call them kind of phones? They're Android.
Yeah.
I hate the Android GPS, whatever that is, and it'll be like it'll avoid something, send you over here to go back down there, and I'm like,
So y'all are a house divided. I mean, one has an
Oh,
iPhone and the other one has an Android.
Yeah.
yeah.
How do y'all? How does that marriage even work?
We don't use my phone for much. I can tell you that. If I'm taking pictures on a
Well,
cruise, I'm using his phone a lot of the time.
One of us, now she's pretty good in what we call it, geographic things, but she's not really good to sit and go, okay, if you're going from here, which way's east? Now, her to just sit and go right now, tell me which way's east, I don't think she could tell me, even sitting right here right now, and it's right in behind her.
But in the car, it tells you.
Yeah.
I don't need to know. The car tells me. Hey, Destination Fun said they had a video going out on their page, going out with Brilliance of the Seas, going out of Tampa, going under the Skyway. It was an amazing experience. So we will definitely check that out.
I hear that is cool. Very cool.
But I come from being where I was a truck driver for many years. Before you had all these, we never used GPS. I had all them back roads maps. I got one in Georgia. I got one. I love that. This red.
We almost divorced over maps.
Yeah, I remember as a technician, whenever I first started as a service technician, having a map of, because I covered Alabama, Florida, and Georgia, and having the maps, pulling them out.
Oh no, I bought books. I went ahead and spent money. Greg, I ain't kidding. I bought 3 of them one time, like for a deal, like $25. And back then they wasn't but like 10. So I bought 3 at one time. I got South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina all together in one package.
Good morning, Jennifer.
We had the big thick one whenever I was on the road with Southern Gospel. Yeah, we had, because we're all over the country, so we were flipping page to page to page. Yeah.
I love the back.
Kids today would not even begin to know how to navigate with a map. Looking,
No, I agree with that. Tanisha says she has not started her Christmas shopping when she was in her 20s.
That's funny. That was going to be something I was going to end this with. I know we got a little, just a few. By the way, Greg, did you notice that I went an hour today?
I'm seeing that. I wasn't going to jinx it. I didn't want to scare you.
Well, and I wasn't going to tell this, but they were going to be our first 1 hour. We won't do this, but maybe on a Saturday when if no one's coming on at 9 o'clock.
Didn't want you to be like a deer in a green field and spook you by telling you that you were over an hour, Curt.
Good morning, Sherry.
Yeah,
Awesome Sunsets is on here this morning. Thank you for being here.
Sherry.
Good morning.
Hope you're doing well, Sherry.
8 days, guys, till Christmas. Have you got your shopping?
No, that's where we're headed. When we get off with y'all, we're headed to the big, gigantic capital city of Tallahassee to do
I'm going to need a Monster Energy
I was
drink.
getting ready to say, look at her face. I was looking at your face while he said that, and you wasn't even looking at him. And I could see her face going, oh, God.
She hates shopping.
I do too. I'm with you.
Marsha hates it too. I'm ready to go shopping for next year.
Are you talking about me or you, Riley? Riley's not Mama hates shopping.
Yeah.
We tried to do as much as we could by Amazon and online shopping. We actually have some stuff sitting in stores that we just have to pick up that we did online. But
okay. Never done that way. Never did a pickup. I went and pick up groceries, and then they bring them out and put them in. But I've never done it where they mail it to a box. And
Barry Brain says that Saturdays are the SET hour.
Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturday mornings.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Let's come on. Yeah.
Barry, how are you doing this morning, Barry? How's the weather in Anchorage?
Anchorage. He told one time, where was he at? Turkey? It's someplace like that.
Oh, you gonna put the AirPod in so you can hear what they're saying, right?
Good morning, Riley.
You got her camo on anyway.
Yeah. There she's ready to go.
You got to navigate.
She here?
She die? No, it's about to fall out. Well, here I could probably switch.
I don't think I ever asked Riley this. Do you eat deer meat?
No, eat deer meat.
Yeah.
Not really.
You
Not
eat
really?
sausage?
Oh, I don't have to have this.
You don't have to have these in anymore. We have speakers now.
Okay.
I was just wondering if she eats deer meat.
No, she doesn't eat deer meat.
Okay. I tell you, when it's cooked the right way, it's about as good as any meat there is. It can be.
I used to have all mine that I shot. We pretty much just had it all made into sausage because we ate a ton of deer sausage. We had
Now,
a
do you,
place not far from here that made really good, and he made different kinds. I mean, he'd do maple syrup, jalapeno cheddar, and so it wasn't just straight up deer sausage. He would all different flavors of it. Yes, I do, Captain.
Don't you like dry meat?
Juicy,
Hey,
moist.
you like brownie.
I got a minute here. On your last food, he was trying to find the other night, and I was like, oh, I couldn't remember it. Marsha remembered it. But your new word,
Buttery.
Oh yeah, that was in that latest vlog. It was buttery, wasn't it?
buttery.
See, y'all got me paranoid in these videos now. Every
Yeah.
I'm so nervous about every word that I say that's now going to become a catchphrase or something for the SCT Army or whatever we call ourselves out there. So I just know that as soon as we release a video that somebody's going to catch a word and it's just going to be
Birmingham, buttery.
yes.
Juicy.
Yeah. You got some of the best hashtags.
We got an echo now. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's
It's
all right.
it's all right. Yeah.
I'm about to leave, so just leave it on here until
But,
Let me,
Captain Billy J said good morning.
let's talk about the poll real quick.
Yeah,
Y'all want
make
to
sure
answer?
you've already answered the poll, guys.
By the way,
The
hopefully
answer.
that'll be a little bit better.
wait a minute. Hold on. I want to tell this real quick. Riley, here's a question that you can tell when you go to make these gingerbread houses. Okay. And it's when were gingerbread houses invented? And the answer, I don't forgot. What is it?
16th century in Germany, and it was made popular by the story from the Brothers Grimm, Hansel and Gretel.
I love the Brothers Grimm.
Information is useful.
So now you can share that today.
Y'all let me know if that's better with the echo out there in YouTube land. I turned the speakers down a little bit.
I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Greg. Go. I'm sorry.
No, I was just they were saying it had an echo, so I turned the speakers down.
It didn't bother me.
I
I hear
was thinking
me
Josh
back there.
Yeah.
I still
nothing
hear
better
me.
than buttermilk.
Yes. That sounds delicious.
Oh, yeah. I was getting ready to say, and I was going to drop that in there when you was talking about all that sausage and stuff. I've had some of Josh's sausage that he gave me, and it was very good. Yeah. Some deer sausage, that is. Like they were like Slim Jim. Yeah.
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
good.
about as round as my finger, and it's really
Tasty.
Yeah, you got you got his sausage awfully quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was from a visit. We did lunch.
Yeah.
We did lunch and we did coffee.
Mm.
You know what? I was putting together a video to send to you, and I never did finish it. I never did. I took it off my phone so I'd have room to record when we went on this last trip.
But in any of his videos, has he ever put up?
No,
Oh, wait a minute.
I have. I gotta go to just above their head.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Just saying. Do you
Mhm.
ever?
Let's say. And I gotta say, when y'all were on Journey with the Gingers the other day, we were really paying attention to the wording both of y'all used about
I
how
never-
much you were
I
saying.
never called them my besties.
Mhm.
Well, you're the one that got a little offended on Felicia's what she said with her.
Yeah.
She did. She went, did she just say that? And I was like, yep, she said that. And Marsha was like,
We'll
I'm
have
just
to
saying.
talk. We're gonna have to
I
talk.
think Lori said that we were their new besties. We did not
Yeah.
reciprocate.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Lori did throw that up there. You're right. I will say it that way. Lori did. Yeah. And Marsha was just like, did I hear what I just said? But I will give this. Felicia personally called Marsha
Yes,
the next
that's
day.
what I was pointing to.
She did call Marsha the next day.
You don't waste any time, do you, Josh?
Hey, it's second date. You mean you don't do that on second date?
Kurt apparently is easy when it comes to sausage.
That's terrible to say. That's terrible to say. Yeah. Only when Kurt sucks.
Felicia's crying.
Still, but better.
It's a little, yeah.
Oh, they're saying it only echoes when I talk.
Yeah, so don't talk.
Okay. Well, guys, thank
Oh,
you.
we
It's got
are
something to do with this with when I change these settings.
Mhm.
So
Thank
Hold
y'all
on,
so
I-
much for coming on
Hold
with us.
Hold on. I want them to, if they have anything in closing,
Mhm.
anything you want to share, anything going on, and even for tonight and everything, go right ahead, Greg. You got the floor. You and Felicia and Riley, if you want to say anything.
I can't hear you.
No.
No, it's not us. It's them. Nope. Hashtag Greg's fault. Greg, we can't hear you.
No. Can't. Oh.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
You broke it.
I didn't break it.
No, Greg broke it.
Hold on. Let him finish.
It wouldn't be a good morning show without little technical difficulties, right? Greg never sounded better.
There they
Gotcha. Next level.
go ahead. Let's see. Where's it at? Yeah. You're here. We can hear you now. Or we did, didn't we?
We did hear you just a second ago.
Yeah, I heard him. I did hear you a second ago.
He's just saying that, we are still.
how about now? Are we
Now we can hear you.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we will be on with Danny Griswold tonight. Griswold Family Vacay, raising money for something. It's
Wow.
What?
Really for the cause, aren't you?
well, I got to go look it up. My memory's that bad. Y'all know how bad my memory is.
No.
Give the
it's-
children
it's-
the world.
Giving children the world. Thank you, Marsha.
Shoot.
It's not that I'm being irreverent. That's my memory.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll be doing all sorts of food dares and everything else, and people are going to pay me not to sing. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So probably some charades, Billy.
Really?
And then we'll have
Yeah.
next Friday night. We're going to have our Christmas Eve broadcast.
Christmas Eve.
Eve.
And I don't know what y'all's plans are, but we would love for y'all to join us if y'all don't have family stuff going
Next
on. But
Friday night. Okay.
We have no plans.
I was like,
so we'll talk later if it all works out with everybody's schedule. So we can. Nothing like planning it on the fly, but you can take us down now. You don't have to hold us up.
Okay. I got you. All right.
Yes.
He
I was
don't.
getting last minute Christmas wish list from Riley.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Riley has Christmas wish
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. I was telling her she needed to send me pictures. She's giving me a list, but I need pictures.
I need visuals.
Well, I've been telling Riley that I wanted my drone for Christmas, but she's not getting the message.
If you could convince my sister to help you go in on the house.
What'd she say?
If we could convince Kara to go in house with her.
Oh, she would get it. That's nice.
Me and my sister's done
I
that.
wouldn't let them do that.
Yeah, my sister's done that before.
Great shopping experience.
Bye, Riley.
Bye, Curt and Marsha.
Bye, guys.
Bye. But anyway, we're going to end this. We thank y'all so
everyone
much.
for
Yes,
showing
thanks
up.
so many of them for being in here, stopping by, saying hi on a Saturday morning like this right here. We really appreciate you.
It helps to have celebrity guests.
Yes, it does. It really does. God's honest truth. But what is it? Is Felicia getting a new toy for Christmas? He was using that toy last night. Greg was using it. Yeah, he was missing the toy.
Did
Yeah.
I use your toy? I did not use your toy last night.
Oh, I thought. Oh no, you said you were missing the toy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't use your toy without you.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg said he was missing. You said it was doing something else at that moment. It was running something else, wasn't it?
He needs to get me some new
Noise.
choices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not going to start that because a friend of mine told me, he said, yeah, Greg talked me into this, and now Chastity's got one. That's what he said. And I ain't going to tell who he is. He said, so don't let Greg talk you into that.
I want to.
Just saying.
Marsha, I'll teach you how to do it, and then you can just need a tablet of some sort, and we can fix you up.
All right.
Oh, we
sounds good.
we don't have those. We don't
Yeah.
have tablets.
Don't have tablets up there.
I've got a computer, so.
How about an iPad, Curt?
Don't have that either.
Mm-hmm.
No. This is the Mac's the first thing other than the phone that I've ever had that related to the world of
Computers.
Mac stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Yes. Thank y'all very much. And thank you in the chat, every one of y'all, for being here. Have a great day. Have a safe day and have safe travels. We'll talk to you Monday.
Hey, really quick before we go, please make sure you're saying some prayers for the Gaylors.
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some health issues there, so make sure that you keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And real quick, I knew Kenny had been sick and everything, and but I always think, always need prayers and all that right there. So y'all have a very good time. Have a good day. Enjoy your day. I hope your day's beautiful and sunny like ours. So
Have fun shopping.
yeah. Talk to you later.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, guys.
Bye.